One of the greatest things for me is having the opportunity to hear success stories from my clients, especially the ones that have completed the journey and have gone away for a few months or a year and have come back and are still feeling the energy, still feeling the boost, still enjoying all the great benefits of the therapy. So they are so confident and so pleased with the results. They actually have the courage to just speak their stories and speak their truth and share with the rest of the world. And I feel very honored to have some of them here with me today. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nancy.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So I was so excited when I contacted you. It's been a few months since you finished the therapy. And I always like to get the feedback from my clients to know that, this is not just a temporary thing. It's not like you go in, you get a massage, you feel good for a few hours. We're talking some life-changing benefits from the therapy. And hearing back from you, especially that beautiful message you sent me about not being able to smile, that really made my day. Very humbling, and it just keeps me driven. So you're giving me the same energy that I'm giving you, but tell me a little bit about your experience.
I walked in feeling so heavy. I walked in feeling extreme sadness within me, and I remember after the first session feeling even heavier. My second session feeling like the world was on me. And then this magical third session came into play, and I walked out feeling light as a feather, feeling like I had a completely different outlook on life, and I felt strong, something that I haven't felt in a very, probably ever felt the strength that I had at that moment. And it just kept on building, and I feel like I have been building upon my strengths rather than trying to have strength, if that makes any sense.
Building upon your strengths instead of trying to have strength. So the strength was there from the therapy, and then it's just you continue to build upon that foundation.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. Whereas before you were searching for them.
Yes.
So the first for different clients, the order of the sessions where the session happens is different. And some people don't ever have the session. Some people continuously just build gradually. So I'm happy to hear that you know that there was that pivotal moment for you. Without getting into real detail, that was the regression session, right?
Yeah.
So was it shocking to you to see that that was there and that was the thing that was blocking you all these years?
Absolutely, because I do remember that moment. I had always known that that moment existed, but to go back in that moment and be able to hug myself and tell myself it was okay, that it was a moment that as a child I saw that was so hurtful, but really the intentions of hurt weren't really there. It was just how those other people were coping with it, and it wasn't a reflection of me or my actions. And being able to tell myself it's okay and to hug myself through it and tell myself that I am loved and the people that were there do truly love me, and to be able to move on from that moment. And what came out of that moment were so many other things that have blocked me in my life about relations with other people and being opened with other people and not feeling so guarded and closed off and kind of like regress into my little, huddled position on my bed. But it was a great moving forward moment.
And a lot of people don't understand how big of a deal it is that you're sitting here today, because the Nina before the therapy would have been so shy. It takes so much courage for somebody to be sitting here, period, much less knowing where you were a few months ago. And the openness that I see from you, like, this is the first time I've gotten to witness it firsthand, and I'm shocked and pleased and overwhelmed about how fluid you are, how confident you are, how honest you are. There's no self-consciousness, there's no overthinking things. Just real, genuine, like being in touch with who you are and self-love, and I see it. It's amazing.
I feel it, and the best thing that I can hear is from other people who tell me, wow, you seem so different. And I think the best compliment comes from my mom and my dad, because Mama looks at me and she's like, wow, I feel something different in you. And like Baba looks at me, like it's a great thing, because they're the ones that know me. They're the only ones that know me. and I'm the only one that know them. I'm the only one that knows them. And to hear that from them, it's mom and baba.
So that brings up another question, is when you first started this was something that you weren't completely walking around saying, hey, I'm going to a hypnotherapist.
No.
It was something that was like private and shy, and you weren't sure if it was like people were going to receive it well. Now you are telling the world this happened through hypnotherapy, and I'm proud of that, and sharing it with other people. So at the beginning, your parents didn't even know.
No,
right?
I actually had a really good conversation with Mama yesterday, telling her about my process and, you know, what exactly I had gone in for, and talking to her about that. Yeah. So, you know, and she just, you know, sat there and was smiling, and she was very happy to see that I was happy, that this process has made me, you know, calm, comfortable, confident, you know, the 3 C's.
Yeah. I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
So is this something that you feel that you're finished with, or is this something that you feel like, well, how do you feel about therapy? Like, you did the journey that typically my clients do. After that, you feel amazing, you feel wonderful. Do you feel like you still need stuff, or do you feel like if you were, what's your thought process on that? Because a lot of people are curious about that.
Yeah. I don't think the process of learning about yourself is ever done. You know, you can continue throughout the rest of your life learning about yourself every single day. And every experience in your life provides moments of highs or lows. So, you know, those moments of lows, which, you know, in your life will never really truly go away, but it's how you handle them.
Right.
And I feel that this has given me the power to handle them in a very positive way. And I see myself never coming back again? No. I find myself being encouraged to come back again if there was ever something that I discovered in myself that I feel that I need to work on some more, which of course I have discovered, you know, and I hope to work on those as well. But I don't think it's 8 sessions, I'm done, goodbye, thank you very much. It's, you know, learn about yourself, learn how you now handle situations with your new strength or your new confidence or whatever it may be that you worked on, and see what other things arise from that, and then move on from there.
Do you feel, though, through this journey that you are equipped now to be able to have a better life just from those sessions, and everything else would be just tune-ups?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm able to, you know, even situations in my life that are still occurring, I'm able to look at them and think to myself, like, I can take myself out of the experience and look at it and say, okay, this is what's happening. Here I am. I have my skills and my tools to conquer that moment and move on from it. So,
is there something that came out of it that you think was a bonus? Like, you know, I know that you came in with a heaviness. You feel lighter. What else was like a byproduct of the therapy that you thought, oh, wow, I got this too. I feel this. You know, I'm more of this. I'm sleeping better. I'm, you know, whatever other like extra things. Did you have any experiences like that?
I'm less overwhelmed with other people's thoughts or what other people say or do. I mean, it's just me. I'm living my life now. I'm not worried about, you know, sitting with a group of people and worried about what they're doing in their life and how I might not have been there, a part of that moment with them, or it's just really me. I'm having fun with me.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Really.
I couldn't have done it without you. Sure.
Love you.
Love you too.
Very, very, very happy and grateful that you're here. And I want people to understand that you don't have to just come in for something that is some major diagnosis. You know, you can. I do treat that. I treat the major diagnoses, and I treat the depression, and I treat the anxieties, and I treat the addictions and all that. But there are so many people who come in just for something they can't really define. It's just a heaviness on their heart, like she said. She didn't come in and say to me, I have 1, 2, 3, and I want to work on 1, 2, 3. You just said, I feel like I have a heaviness. I feel like I have a block. And together we were able to work through that. And your amazing subconscious mind was able to guide us to where we needed to go. And once you resolve that block, everything we did after that was just extra stuff. You know, she coming in, today I want to work on this. Today I want to work on this. Customizing this wonderful plan for you to be here and be the best person you can be.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm very, very happy, and I thank you so much for sharing this. voluntarily and openly and comfortably, and it's so valuable, not just to me, it's valuable to every person that sees this, because they can feel like they can connect to somebody like you. You're very relatable, and you're just a person who wanted to live your best life. And, and for those people who think they need to see a therapist or maybe take some medications or things like that, and if they do see a therapist, can they achieve what you were able to achieve, if you think about it, in 8 hours of your life? You came and saw me 8 times.
8 times.
In 8 hours of your entire lifespan, can these people achieve that? I mean, is that something that's possible if you put it into perspective?
It is. It truly is possible. I would never have dreamed for a moment that sitting on a couch would be my moment to change. It was a life-changing